Contrary to what you guys were discussing earlier, Kelly, now is the time for identifying great stories. The sector trades are largely over. When we look back at where the bank indexes, for example, were trading November and October, they've made a 50, 60, 70% moves. And so now is the time for story picking. And I think when we look for great stories that have tailwinds, what we're looking for are places where consensus is really low in the back half of the year, places that even after this first quarter earnings report showed us that there are areas of strength that may not retreat as much as we thought post-pandemic. And so, yes, some tech themes, particularly those that are leveraged to digital advertising, which we saw was gangbusters in the first quarter, those leveraged to the digital transformation of the corporation, which in the Azure results, in the Amazon Web Services results, we still see lots of strength there. When we talk about retail, I am looking at things that cross the value shopping trend I think will emerge with the e-retailing trend where we saw massive share gain over the last 12 months and I think will persist. So that separates the Walmarts and the Targets of the world from the Rosses and the TJ Maxxes of the world, for example.
Interesting. And like you said, you're sort of moving from sectors to stories, right? As Nicholas told us, the retail investor apparently is moving from stories to sectors. So let's bring in Tom on that note, because, Tom, you're not looking so much at kind of the stalwart plays, if I might describe Greg's approach here, as some of the more inflation trades, right? So commodity exposure and that kind of thing.
Well, it's something to be concerned about for sure. We've seen, as you pointed out, home prices, lumber prices, steel, all commodities in general really going through the roof, Kelly. And we really haven't seen a spike up in commodities the way we've seen in the past 6 months. So if you want to look at an ETF where you can have a basket of commodities, the Invesco Optimum Yield Diversified Commodities Strategy, PDBC, is a great ETF to consider for sure. Also, small caps really are on sale. We've had a big boom in the S&P 500 based on the mega cap stocks in that index. Small cap stocks are really on sale, and also small cap value from an investing standpoint. So you can get, from a valuation perspective, a great discount. And remember, when this reopening trade happens, these smaller companies are much easier to ramp up. They can hire people quicker. They can ramp up with supplies, and they're in a much better position to take advantage of this reopening trade.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.